This episode of Digging Up Positivity, furry conventions with charities and fundraisers from all around the world, animal news and a lovely interview with Piti Yindee, an amazing animator from Thailand who worked on the Cuphead DLC, the award-winning animated short Fossils and much more. Keep in mind, all charities have been converted to US dollars.
Now give me the beat.
This month sure was busy. We're starting off with Confuror from Mexico, where 1,860 watt attendees rose $7,678.32 for Desmitificando Tiburones, Demystifying Sharks, an organization tirelessly working for the conservation of said sharks. And in Durham, USA, the critters at Bewhiskered raised $8,223 for Safe Haven for Cats. And in Stamford, USA, Furpocalyps managed to raise $10,510 for Q+, an organization devoted for uplifting and empowering queer youth. And at the other end of the world in Taiwan we had Infurnity, where they raised $4,339.38 for wildlife conservation. And back to the US with Pawcon, where $3,569.69 was raised for Rocket Cat Rescue. And in Canada we had Howloween, where 428 fuzzies raised $1,134.04 for the Wildlife Rescue Association of BC. And in Germany, Kire and his friends managed to raise $1,014.18 for the Animal Sanctuary in Rede.
Hier haben wir unseren Scheck von all unseren Leuten, die so gespendet haben, extra für dich, beziehungsweise für diesen Hof.
But we are not done yet. Team FastestFurs, an amazing group of online furry streamers, raised $15,469.27 for Trans Lifeline during FallFest. If there's one thing that is still going on strong, it's Tony's legacy, a staple of the furry fandom, whose spirit only seems to get stronger with each passing year. Team Tony raised $15,345 for the fight against ALS. I am so proud. And in New Zealand, Relay has been busy raising funds for Dementia Canterbury. They managed to raise $122.58 in less than 2 hours. Those money buckets were getting heavy in the end. Ask Coyote, who has been on the show before with The Fandom, a wonderful documentary series about the furry fandom, is planning a season 2. However, funds are direly needed, and at the moment of recording $5,687 have been donated. There's still a long way to go, and you can help with the link in the description below. For the Furry Charity Index, I'm digging all over the web for information about events, fundraisers and whatnot. I am not going to deny that Twitter has been a major factor in my search each and every year, but as we know, Twitter is in a bit of a pickle lately, and things are looking bleak under the madness of King Elon. Now that if you know any of fundraisers or conventions with a charity attached, please do contact me in the contact form below. I am just a meerkat, and every lead is so much appreciated. In Kenya, we had a reporter telling us about a charitable foundation of young orphan elephants. But during his report, a young elephant decided to have some fun with our friend.
A wild species and provide a home.
Speaking of young animals, in the Dutch Safaripark Beekse Bergen a month ago 4 little meerkats were born. However, just recently they ventured outside for the world to see. Just look at those little ones. Good thing they have a nice deep warm burrow to crawl back into. It's November and trust me, it's quite cold outside, especially if you're a meerkat that is used to the desert. Welcome to Digging Up Positivity, Piti Yindee, isn't it? Can you tell us something about yourself?
I'm Piti Yindee. I'm from Bangkok, Thailand. I'm a 2D animator, freelance one, and comic artist who's been on the earth for 30 years or so now.
I got to know you through that awesome animation, Fossils, that was even an award-winning animation. But how did you find the furry fandom?
I'm not exactly sure because I just draw a funny animal character a lot. And then the fandom just come to me and they like what I do. Yeah.
The fandom found you? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because the characters are very well designed and I really love that you have the muted colors. The style from Fossils went on and also with the cartoony animation. But it went on like I saw this other dragon character, Mango the Last Dragon. Could you tell us a little bit more about him?
He's just my latest original character that I just keep doodling him for the last 4 months, and I was like, I keep scribbling the idea like it can turn into a 4-panel comic easily. That is law that I talked to my boyfriend about it. Who is he? Why is he a dragon? Because in the world there is no fantasy element at all. So why is there a dragon in this world? Something like that. So I kind of come up with this story behind him, gonna be turned into a comic.
But besides The Last Dragon, wasn't there a comic named Waffle that you worked on as well?
Oh, Waffle? Waffle was the old comic that I worked way before Fursuit. I think I started in the 2012. Yeah, 10 years ago. Waffle is also a 4-panel comic. Gag by gag, weekly by weekly. I work on it for actually around 3 years, weekly, every week. After it ends, I and my friend made a campaign about it to make a book. And so we spent another year just to making a book and then ship out there. It's been like this for 3 volumes and then it's done. The story is done. Yeah.
You've been working on Fossils, and that animation, I noticed that you have worked as a colorist for the Cuphead DLC. Did they notice you because of Fossils, or how did you get in contact with that team?
After I finished Fossil, which is back in 2021, around June, at that time, my friend, he was working with the game, the Cuphead DLC. So they are finding some more people to join them. So my friend had sent the Fossil animation for them, recommend me to them. Yeah, and I got the job.
If we're playing the DLC, what item, what element have you done that we can see, hey, Piti did that?
All you see on the screen are mostly coloring money. To be exact, my first job was to coloring every frame of that giant anteater.
The giant anteater. All right.
And not just coloring. I mean, the game CEO, the creator of Cuphead.
Yeah.
He want me to do coloring to like maybe I have to adjust some shadow or lighting or some frame of the animation when play together. It become like wiggling or moving a lot. I have to clean that up a bit, stuff like that.
Clean it up so the drawings really come to life.
The animator is the first big job there, and I was like, I learned a lot. We using Toon Boom to coloring it, and I never used it before. And they are so kind to just teach me how to do it.
But besides this, you said that the fandom kind of found you. But do you have a favorite moment in the fandom that holds a special place in your heart?
I look at the overall picture, they are so kind to me, and that is the thing that I appreciate the most, because I'm not really a talkative person or interact much with people online. Just mostly answering them on Twitter or other platform, and that's it. Because but they always be kind to me, always reach out to me that, hey, don't worry about it, you have our support. And that's the best thing of all that this fandom give it to me, and I appreciate that.
For other people that find the fandom or see the fandom finding them, do you have any recommendations for them when they end up in here?
Be kind to each other. I think that's the most important thing in the world. Like, is that the word too beautiful? It's the most important thing in the world.
Yeah, be kind to each other. That is a very good thing to say. So,
with all the news, all the bad stuff on the internet, the most basic thing that you can do to each other is just send the positivity, energy, and share the good news. Show that you appreciate or you want to support them.
yeah.
In any way you like.
That it's simple. It's a simple message and very very good. Thank you very much for that. And of course, thank you very much for taking your time out of your busy schedule to be with Digging Up Positivity. And I'll be sure to keep an eye on you, both on your Twitter account and your animations. Stay awesome, man.
Thank you very much.
A huge thank you for sticking with us till the very end. If you want to see more Meerkat goodness, I stream artwork every Monday on 8 p.m. Central European Time on Twitch on channel Tabo Meerkat. If you want to support this channel, do check out my artworks store, or you may drop a coin for me at Subscribestar or Patreon, like these amazing critters: Cosmic with a K, Els Dekkers, Falconeo, Hanzana, Ishnula, Kitako, a Manic, a Dentru McNally, Taros, and of course Score Chaser. This was the last episode of this year. Traditionally, we have the Furry Charity Index in the very end of December, but we will return with year 6 at January 28 with a very special guest from the virtual world who is known to push boundaries all the time, BioGods. Thank you very much and stay awesome. Thank you for dropping by. All the hugs, stay warm in December, and wishing you much joy and happiness in the new year. Love you all, and all the hugs.